Me, your smell, your touch, your kisses all on me. Yes, I'm awkwardly, rock hard possibly. I ain't had none since you got off of me. Been on the road for like 2 weeks straight. This will take all night. I'm eating you like steak. We here in every position, with every position that I get to mention. All gets consistent. I'ma beat you over and give you this black nightstick. LA Truth, aka the plumber, because I pipe shit. I know you like this. I work the night shift. Give you the morning wood because I'm licensed. Yes, it's priceless, but I gotta roll. Pick up a couple of milli while I'm on the road. Whoa, girl, you're gorgeous, and you a boss too. That explains why I can't get a minute. Get up, when I get home tonight. When I get home tonight, when I get home, I'm giving you the business like some incense. I'm on a mission. You so submissive because I'm always attentive. I pay attention and relieve you from the tension. After long flights, you rub my back in a double bag. Give me good brains, sing like from the motherland. Not like the other man, I am the captain, the pilot of this actor. The ego traveling. I told you, take my lead and we gonna win. And if you choose to burn your bridge, better know how to swim. I am him. Pipe layer, I make the night greater. Paper make stacking my paper high as a skyscraper. I annihilate you before I gotta go. Let's make a baby while we listening and drop it low. I gotta go. Adios, gotta hit the road. Gotta get this big little baby and do a lot of shows. Yeah. When I get home tonight, when I get home tonight, when I get home tonight, when I get home, when I get home tonight, oh, night, when I get home tonight, yeah. Oh, night, oh, night, yeah. I'm gonna take care of you, baby. I gotta get the road, so you already know how it go. Couple milli before I come back home, but you know how it go. Keep that thing warm for me, baby.
Get QuickBooks Solopreneur for $1 per month.
Damn. Oh, just if it right on Drop it low, drop it to the floor, yeah. Drop it low, drop it low. We ain't gotta go to the strip club no more. See, girl, let's go throw, let's go. What you need going throw, baby? Get the money in the house. The thousand in your blouse. Girl, you moving like a star. You just signing up the golden body in the crowd. Your ass, it's just you, so ridiculous. For a thousand like shit. Yes, always thanks, girl. Try to know. Let me see you dance, girl. Drop it to the floor, yeah. It's dance, girl. Drop it low, drop it to the floor, yeah. Drop it low. I just checked my balance, 20 million and some more. Look at that, I said, yo, I'm tired of that shit. Can't make me no more. That's right, that's what you shot. They never going. Yo, booty big and that, she small. No, I'm big. That ain't never going. Yo, booty big and that, they small. Take that, try to get wrong. Let me see you. Skirt, skirt, no, try to know. I've seen you scared, trying to tell you. Got me scared, driving low, trying to tell you. How you feel about pizza? Close the top on the top. Just because it's my choice.
Have him tell pizza is perfect. You just have to tell him.
Saw your face can't lie, you looked happy. Last time I saw you, you said you hate me. Told you all those times that I was changing. I bet I hate you more than you hate me. Ain't my time, no surprise you didn't take me. Last time I saw you, you said you hate me. Told you all those times that I was changing. I hate you more than you hate me right now. Showing up your new nigga brings faith in me. You be posting shit in your story, I ain't seen it. I probably should like a cake, but you what I need. Still alone and you moved on to someone that won't take you for granted, appreciate your love. Deliver your flowers to me just because. It's like wet and trust you as still dangerous. Next to my days, I'm either mad or silent. Can't lie, you look happy. Last time I saw you, you said you hate me. Told you all those times that it was changing. I bet I hate you more than you hate me. Had my time, no surprise, you didn't hate me. Last time I saw you,
Hey,
you
boo.
more than you hate me.
Y'all look like you got on no clothes.
Who, me? I sure do have on clothes.
Take you for granted. I'm either mad or sorry. Next time I saw you, you said you hate me. Don't you want to stop?
Thank you, God is able. Hey, Spot.
Hey,
Hey, my
hey, how
sis.
everybody doing?
Hey, my sis. Love you.
Love you too.
Real spill saying hello to everyone. Hey, Spot. Voice is speaking to you.
Hey.
Fox, speaking of real spill. Um, um, Gorgeous speaking to you.
Cause I'm
Jules.
at the bottom. Do you
Did
see
you,
me?
what- did you stream it to your other thing?
Yes, I see. It's how many screens you see to your panel?
One.
FedEx.
Okay.
Oh, I just seen something come in say watch live real spill. So it's on your channel because it just came into mine.
Is it on my DJ channel?
Let me send this to Miss B. Let me send this to her. Let me send this to Miss B. Miss B, I need you to come up here and talk to me about that child
Let
that
me
was.
see. Is it on? I thought I had on.
Hey, you hear me telling Miss B, I need her to come up here and tell me about that child that was born, a boy and a girl.
You know Miss Vivi chilling.
I'm
Hold
laughing.
on.
Speaking to you, I was laughing so hard.
Um.
Robin,
Oh, I guess I didn't share it to my other page. That's where I meant to share it.
Sherry, it did share because it came through my phone that you was live. Let me
Yeah,
go to your.
I think it's on my other page. I didn't want to share it on. Well, we can go ahead
You're
on.
supposed to share it on your DJ page.
Right.
Right, and that's the page that I posted because that's the one that you can play music on. Well, we're gonna talk for a minute, and then if you have to switch it out, switch it out. Um, gorgeous speaking to Miss V and Robin. That's my gorgeous. Hi, TDJ, bruh. Who is TDJ? Oh, she must be talking about Terry. TDJ, bruh. Who is that? You got TDJ, bruh. You a junior, Terry? Terry. Terry, Spock speaking to you, Terry. We getting ready to get into some conversation right here. But Miss B, I still need you to come and tell me about that boy, that child that was born as a boy and a girl. You need to come talk to me about that. Because I couldn't explain anything to Jewel. Remember when you called me and I was telling you that's what I was watching, Jewel?
Hmm.
And I couldn't explain nothing to you because I couldn't stop laughing.
What that? Talking about what Miss V was what she was talking about?
Yeah.
I can't explain either because I don't know.
Hey, Joshua. Joshua speaking to you, JP.
How y'all doing? Hey, Lucinda Speaks. How you doing, sugar?
Now check that, Miss B. You just said good morning. It's not morning.
Who Miss V said good morning? Because I can't see. Oh,
Wait, look at right there. Good morning, good.
comments.
I got it pinned.
Miss V in here?
Yeah, she in here. I want her to come up and tell me. I want her to come up and tell me about that child that was born a boy and a girl. You're live, real spill. That's what Gorgeous said.
Yeah, I know. I shared it to the wrong channel, but it's okay.
Robin L. Spock speaking to you. I'm gonna get through this because they be, especially if Angie somewhere in here. Lord have mercy.
Hello, gorgeous. How you doing?
Hi,
Hey,
Joshua.
Terry. Hey, Terry.
Lucinda speaks. Hey, sis. Hi, my sister doing. Um, Robin. Spock speaking to Robin. We're gonna get into a conversation, and anyone that wanna come up and give their input, you are welcome to come up. Joshua. I spoke to you, Robin. I spoke to you, Joshua, saying hello to everyone. A good morning, gorgeous. She'll end up here, child. I know she got a lot going on. She'll end up here. Because Gorgeous not gonna let you have a conversation and she not give her input.
Right.
Sharing real spill live too. Yeah, Terry, share it. Well, Terry, one thing about
Thanks for
Terry, Terry,
sharing. Thanks for
yeah,
sharing.
Terry shares everything that we do. Terry have Facebook is a little different from YouTube because it's your family, it's your friends, people that know you personally. Baby, Terry done told all of them I'm over here. I love my brother Terry though.
I
Oh
hope
yeah,
it. I hope.
he's a junior. Okay, he's a junior. Okay.
I hope everybody got them cups ready.
Terry speaking of spots. Get your cups ready. Cause we're gonna talk.
Cups ready. Cause the show is
Gorgeous,
about
love you, baby. I know you're gonna end up up here. Cause if Gorgeous don't end up up here, what she gonna do is blow my text message up. That's what's gonna happen. So no, you're not gonna blow my text message up. You got any questions, any concerns, any input? Come on up and bring it. Cause we've been in another part together, but then I dealt with Real Spill with another part together. So we gonna hit some topics. It's good evening. It's
it's gonna be fun. Just say it like that.
Miss B said it's good morning. You say it's good evening. We doing okay. We doing okay. Thank God. Thank God for Real Spill because she didn't even know, but I really didn't feel like doing nothing this week. Headed back into depression mode, but she said yesterday we was gonna do it last night, and I was like, no, let's do it tomorrow night. So sometimes you all don't know who's pushing you to stay engaged because it's easy just to sit back and just do nothing. Um, Joshua Lucinda speaking to you. This coming from both lives, so I'm able to speak from both lives. I'm ready for a new apartment by fall. Okay, I hope you get that new apartment by fall. Just work, you'll get it.
Hey
Um,
Tina, how you doing? And how you doing, Sting?
Gorgeous, who you telling that you love? I love you.
Welcome to the live.
You say I love you, boo. Who is your boo? I'm your only boo in here. So who's your boo, gorgeous? Um, hey JP in chat. That's from Tina. Um, Joshua speaking to Tina. Hello, ladies. That's from my Sting of Black Scorpio. Hey, sis. Joshua speaking to Tina. My phone needs to charge, so I see you later. Hey, you sound like somebody I know.
Who phone need to charge?
Joshua, charge your phones. Keep your phone charged. When your phone go dead, that's because you done sat on your phone for 2 hours. Um, Joshua speaking to Black Scorpion. Real Spill welcoming everyone to live. And it's you. It better be me, sis. I love you. I love you, but
Sting,
I'm gonna
Sting, you
text you
got that?
tonight.
Sting, Sting, you got your cup ready, Sting.
Then you got your cup ready. Hey, gorgeous. I don't know if you can have a cup because you got to get up and go to work. Wait, gorgeous. Wait a minute. You can have a cup because it's actually just 5:47 where you at. Just go to
I have
bed.
my cup ready. See.
Just go to bed. Go to bed, okay? So, um, okay, so I'm gonna put the link up. Anybody that wanna come up and join in the conversation. This is actually,
Me too, Sting.
Real Spill and I don't talk to a lot of people on the back end. Maybe Gorgeous, of course, and we know Gorgeous and we just have a lot of debates because Gorgeous is from corporate America. And she dissects everything. I mean, I love her. I love her so much. But she makes sure that everything in my life is together as well. Example, you all know I went on a cruise last week. I didn't know where I was going. Remember I told you Real Spill? Gorgeous sent me my schedule.
Right.
Lord just sent me everywhere I was going, the days I was going, the days I would stay on the ship, and I appreciate you. She look out and making sure I'm packing. I wasn't doing well one week, but she would make sure, she'll text me, look, are you packing? Have you put your stuff together? making sure that I got everything together. She would remind me of the things that I needed to put together. So, we appreciate people like that. And that's why you'll hear Real Spill in the morning, in the minute, not in the morning. Miss B, you got me saying in the morning now. You got me saying morning. You hear from Real Spill in a minute because what we're going to do is we're getting ready to discuss a topic that we talk about often on because I talk with her personally on my phone. I communicate with her. No, I don't communicate with everybody. I don't trust people. I'm scared of people. But I trust her. She's become like a sister in my life. And we've been talking about a lot of things because we both like peaceful channels. And one of the things that attracted her to my channel, and I remember when she was trying to finish, hey, there she go. I think
What
Gordon
gorgeous? What gorgeous?
just text. That's you. She just text. I haven't read it, but a text just came through. But we talk a lot because she's on panels with me a lot. She talk about a lot of issues that we talk about. Um, and what she don't understand, she will tell me straight up. Like everybody knows that I deal with politics. I'm a leader in my community. I'm an advisor to politicians. She would
I don't
tell
know,
me,
cause I don't see Miss V. Sting. I don't see Miss V.
yeah, I've been talking to her. So she knows these things. So she would say to me on offline, Ten, I don't understand those things, but I listen because I'm learning from you. And there's a lot of things that I learned from her as well. But we always try to talk about how can our channels be more positive because there's so much negativity that goes on in social media. I'm gonna say social media period. I'm not gonna say just YouTube because there's mess going on Facebook, there's mess going on TikTok, there's a lot of mess going on Twitter. So I'm not just going to limit it to YouTube, but we always talk about, you know,
Okay.
um, what we can go through, and then what Real Spill does, what is sometimes she gets very frustrated and so y'all will see her bring it right to the channel. She began to talk about the things that we've talked about. So we decided tonight that we was going to continue this conversation on this panel. It's on her page, it's on my page. We're going to continue this conversation to see how we can at least bring our sisters together because we're divided, we're apart. And it causes us not to be able to accomplish anything or to get anything done. So for Real Spill, what I want you to do, because yesterday you was on during the day, and of course some people on here they was working during that time, so they may not have caught it. I know a lot of my personal followers on here. I know that you all already involved with Real Spill Live, but I still don't know if you saw what took place yesterday. So what I'm gonna ask you to do, Real Spill, y'all that's texting me, I'm getting the text messages. I'm getting the text messages. Don't text me. Just come on live. Come on. Just come on. And I'm gonna drop the link. Anyone that want to add anything to this conversation, you're welcome to add what you want to add. But we're gonna keep it positive. We're gonna keep it decent, and we're gonna keep it respectful. And I hope all of you all have your cups and you're taking your sips as we get ready to talk about this. But the first thing I need you to do, Real Spill, is what I need you to do is to update people that may not have seen what you posted yesterday, the things that we talked about on the background, just to show you that our conversations are positive because we're trying to see, damn, how can we get people together? How can we, it's a lot of positive conversations that we have on the back end, just like with Gorgeous. Gorgeous is like a sister to me. Thank God for Gorgeous. I'm chosen. I know she just texts me. I don't know if she's in here, but I know she just texts me like a sister to me. We talked about how can we just unite, and I happen to be a part of connected to two different sagas, two different. But what I notice is they're coming together. Real Spill, do you notice that? That a lot of them are coming together now? Do you notice that, Real Spill?
What coming together?
In terms of a lot of them from both sectors are starting to connect with one another.
No, I don't see no coming together. I see more of tearing apart in the
Okay,
sense that I'm.
talk about I'm gonna go where I was going just now, but what I want you to do is update those that wasn't able to see yesterday on what your conversation was.
Well, I pretty much summed up my conversation when I had that live. But mainly what we want to discuss tonight is how to come together as black women. You know, that's the biggest discussion gonna be on. The disrespect, you know, we can touch bases in that, but the main subject going to be about how to how to unite with one another and how to get along and how to bring us black women together instead of tearing each other down. That's what I was gonna touch base on, but I'm not going back into that live that I did the other day, which which we can still talk about respect, but I'm not going back into that live that I talked about the other day. We doing something different today. We trying to come together and see how could we bring the black women together. That's what this live is going to be about. That's why we're going to talk a little bit, we're going to party a little bit, and we're going to drink a little bit. And if anybody have any any input, they welcome to come on the panel. That's it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna talk about my live that I did because I left it up, and anybody want to look at it, they can do a replay. But the biggest focus on is how we can bring black women together on here.
Miss V says she can't see anyone but gorgeous. I don't know why, Miss V. I have you up now in the thing. I don't know why you only
Hey,
see.
Digestic Sugar. Hey, Carla. That's what I want to talk about. How could we come together? Because there's a lot of things that we can do on here besides tearing each other down. You know, I like to play music. Chancellor have lots of the great conversation content. But y'all know I like to play music, okay? Chancellor have great content and conversations. Also, Miss V, you know, we all do we all have different stuff that we doing on our platform. But what we doing, we is trying to do things that can, we all can come together as black women because we hurt each other so much, we tear each other down so much. We trying to figure out how could we come together. And I know lots of us out here have a lot of good suggestions. So y'all come on with it. Don't be afraid to hit the panel. Miss V is on the panel now.
That's Miss V up here.
Yes, it looks like Miss V is on the panel.
That don't look like Miss V.
Oh no, that's I don't know who that is.
Who is that?
I don't know, but see, they wasn't let up
I
on
know
my
who that
panel.
is. I already know who that is. I know exactly who that is. I know exactly who that is. What's your question, gorgeous? See, she dropped. That was gorgeous.
Tangela, you have to be careful who you let up on your panel.
I know who that was. That was gorgeous.
Gorgeous have so many profiles.
She a million. Somebody say Black Lives Matter.
Yes, it does. Some people don't know how to come together. You know, maybe this a lesson for someone.
I see Scorpion. I just contacted DT and and cheese and told them, I see it.
So Tangela, that's what I want to talk about. Where do you talk? What do you
Okay,
want to
well
talk about?
let's begin. Let's begin what you want to talk. What you want to talk about. What do we do to come together? What do we do? That's basically what you're saying. What do we do to come together? Which is something that I work around all the time. Because even in the work that I do, it's always trying to get blacks together. And I can tell you, sweetie, that is the toughest thing in the world. We don't love one another. That's one of the problems. We don't love one another. There's too much hatred between us. There's too much jealousy between us when it don't have to be.
Right, right. But that's what I'm gonna base my channel on. Try to bring people together. You know, it's really hard. It's really up to the people. And you have some people out here, some women out here really want to, get on here and really enjoy themselves, but they just be introduced, and we be, when we start going into chats, we start going into some of the wrong chats.
We do have a troll up here that's putting niggas up here now. And I think I know who they are. Okay, DT say he's on the way over here because we've dealt with this. They come into our chats a lot. And so DT and Cheese, they deal with them a lot and they know exactly who I am. That's why I haven't erased it, because I'm waiting for them to come. So anybody have any additional remarks to what she said? Yeah, there's a Ebony Goodness Jules. That's who that is. It's another name too for some of them. I forget the other name. Um, Cheese know their name. Right, let's have a positive conversation. I agree. Okay, Miss B say she see Robin. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, Real Spill. That's your subject. That's what you want to deal with. So, what are your suggestions? What are some of the things that you think that can be done to make some of those things happen? Because I can tell you, I actually have a good job, and a part of what we talking about is what I get paid to do, and it's one of
Right.
the toughest jobs in the world.
I would say move around and meet different people. Everybody personality is different. Move around. Get away from things that's gonna, set you back in some of the bad habits that you used to have. That's what I say. I said that on my live the other day. Move around. Move around. It don't always take a big crowd to have a good time and enjoy one another. It don't.
No, it don't. Definitely.
It really don't. Move around.
JR say, I have a question. Why do black women wait until they get to the grocery store to beat their kids? Huh?
Um, because that's the main time they probably shows out. Kids have a tendency of showing out when they get in public.
Miss B,
Hey,
I have a question for you.
don't talk about nothing that was on my live. We talking about bringing you people together.
We
Right.
talk about that, but Miss B, before we hang up, we gotta talk about them babies that was born with both.
Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow. This is much more important. What Jewel is talking about tonight, that unity. That's why I came up here tonight, is because I don't know where you start. Where do you start, JP?
I say move around, start moving around and meeting different people, different personalities.
That's true.
Get away from the negativity.
That's right. Preach,
You have
sister.
to move around.
Yeah.
Right. When you go into a chat and you see that there's negativity or there's attacks, just move away from that chat.
Get out of
Right,
that.
no
Okay,
matter
well,
how much you care for those people, because a lot of chats that I go in, they is just going
Mhm.
against one another, just tearing each other down, and I really, just like we were saying, someone said in the chat the other day that puts the supporters in bad situations when you care for people and they going at it, so that puts us in a bad situation. So
I've already conquered the first step and I've left the chats that I supported. And as you well know, because you were supporting those same people. And I've moved around from that. But now, how do you bring those people back together? Do you don't even worry about them anymore?
Well, number one, I'm gonna say this to Ms. B. I think they should be brought back together, but number one, they have to want to be brought back
right.
together.
Exactly. So in the meantime, my question to JP is, how do we, are you saying that the ones of us who don't have a problem, just want to come out here and do our topics and have a good time, that we need to stay united and um just continue doing what we're doing? I don't get the unity here.
It's right back down to you. They have to want to do it, because a lot of us have great content.
Oh yeah, because me and JP, we do lives
A lot of
together,
a
and
lot
then
of
we
us
do
have
them with
great
some other
content.
people. We do them with other people, and we do nothing but have a night of laughter. Am
And
I
we can
right?
be and we can be taught by everybody, can be taught by each other. We can all learn from one another. We
Exactly.
really can.
I agree with that, and where we are now is a good place for those of us who are supporting each other.
Right.
So when I came on, I guess the question is still in my mind that I haven't got answered yet is, are you saying, when you say we're going to talk about unity, because that's a problem here in this sector, big time. It's like, are we uniting with each other? I don't understand what the
We trying
unity
to
part.
bring everyone, not just us, Miss V. We trying to bring everyone in, not just us, that we get along and we visit each other channel. We trying to bring everybody in to, you know, having a
You,
good time,
you know why it's
doing
important?
content with one another.
One of
Okay,
the it's important because, like for instance, right now, one of the guys I call the manager of my page, he's on here now because he's dealing with some trolls. These trolls are very racist. They put the word niggers. For some reason, they follow us. They put these things in the chat. And what they do is they laugh at us because what they see is all they see is we going back and forth with each other. We just arguing at each other. We showing nothing but hatred with each other. So I think JP is trying to say, how do we put these things aside and come together and be as one? It's
and
it's
that is my question, Tangela, to
and your
JP,
your
is how does she want to accomplish, or how is she going to go about accomplishing this mission?
We can only accomplish that with the people that's willing to do that because you can't control people that decide that they just hate one another, that they just want to go at one another. And then you gotta also understand there's a difference with a lot of things on social media. Some people, social media is their money maker.
Right.
And so they thing may be different from JP and I that get up every morning and go to work.
Exactly. This is not my money maker. I've already made my money maker.
Right, right.
So
But
I'm not
but
going to get out here and I'm not going to do a lot of the things and say a lot of the things that other people do and say. because I
Right,
don't have to.
right. And the same with us. We don't have to because YouTube don't pay our bills. Number one.
Exactly.
We'd rather play music anyway and just not even deal with the drama or anything with on any pages or anything. So you're right. So the three of us that's on this panel, none of us depend on YouTube, but you got some of those that depend on YouTube that realize the only way that they can make money is to create drama.
But more so than the drama, I can deal with the drama. It's the attacks on people for me. Not only content creators, but subs as well. I do not like that.
And
You
I
have
tell
subs that stay in the bushes and are afraid to come out on certain channels because perhaps maybe they've been with those other people before, or maybe they support both people and they're afraid to come into the channel. And I don't think that's right.
right,
Because it's some people are very vicious. They dox and they do really messed up stuff in my opinion.
right,
Well, maybe we should start bringing more out to the atmosphere. Like y'all know, I likes to play my music. You have a lot of fun. With you and your girlfriend, which we call y'all the Golden Girls. Stuff
y'all
like
can
that.
start a reality show.
Do something just come, people, some people will gravitate to, good times. It don't always have to be a topic about what's going on inside these YouTube streets. We can do more than that. We can y'all already know I like to play my music, okay? Okay, when you and your girlfriend get together, Miss V, because that you and her can make very, very good content. I looked at that. And it's a good time. We laughing, we joking, bring more laughing and happiness to the atmosphere. People will graduate. People will get tired of the drama. Some don't and some will.
Well, ever since I've been out here, JP, I've always brought topics and tried to
Right.
stay away from the drama and tried to support everybody, but it didn't work. I still got attacked. I still get you messy. How am I messy when I'm on my channel doing topics about conversations that ain't got nothing to do with nobody out here? So I
Right,
had to get past that and decide I'm just gonna come out here. I'm gonna do my topics. Whoever want to come, and whoever don't, they won't. And then try to come up with other things that's laughable and funny and humorous, and it's working. Even with the conversation with me and Miss Margaret and bringing my friends on and letting them see my everyday life, how I live. Because I don't live for YouTube. I live a real life.
Me too. I live a real life. I don't pretend nothing that I'm doing. Everything I do on here, I do it in real life.
So that's the direction I'm headed in, the same direction I've been in. I have to ignore um
Hey, Gregory, how
whatever
you
their
doing?
whatever their problem is. I just have to ignore it, and I suggest that everybody else do the same. Just get on your channel and do you.
Right? Because people
right.
have to really want it. And that's what we
Yeah,
want to talk about tonight. We're going to start having some good times.
It's time. That's what YouTube was created for, entertainment. And I don't see talking about people and dogging people and doxing people as entertainment. That's not entertainment to me.
It's not. It's really not. But people like drama.
Okay, well, let that drama sell because I'm not going in that direction. I don't
so
care
what
what they say.
we do,
I'm not
so what
doing it.
so what we need to do is we that's for positivity need to continue to do positive things. One of the things I've talked to people that have even come to me on the back end, talking to me about how can they resolve certain issues. I would tell them you don't go back and forth with people because eventually they can't keep talking about it by themselves.
Exactly. You
But
have to
they
ignore it.
Exactly.
yeah, you have to get to a point where you just ignore those things and then it's no longer a topic eventually. Because as long as you're addressing it and it's a back and forth thing, then it continues to go on and on and on. And then, like you say, subs get involved and then screenshot this up with subs say one thing in this chat, but they say another thing in this chat, and then or you even have the creators that don't want individuals that they feel should be committed to them in other people's chats. And we are adults. We have to get away from all of that. We're grown.
But I don't understand a person that would allow somebody to dictate where they can go and what they can do when they're not paying their bills. That makes no sense to me.
It
Right.
don't. It really
Right.
don't make any sense.
Nobody can tell me where to go because you're not paying my bills. I'm gonna go where I want to go.
Right.
And for as long as me and that creator don't have a problem, I'm going there. If we do have a problem, it was a problem you created, and I'm not going back there anymore because you created the problem.
Right. And then when they create the problem, there's an issue between two people. They want you to make the decision on who you're going to communicate with.
No, they're not gonna make my decision. I'm gonna make my own decision,
Me
just like
too.
I've been doing all my life. I think people just need to grow up and mature out here on these streets. They're acting too childish.
I
It's like
agree.
you have a person that's overseeing you and telling you what you can and cannot do. I can't handle that.
Me
That's
neither. I can't handle
narcissistic
it, and I
behavior.
and I would stay away.
I agree. I agree.
I would
I
stay
agree.
away because some people, some content creators get in their feelings about you still supporting someone that they don't like. So they want you to stay from around them because you support the person that they don't like. That's not right. I have
It,
my
and
own mind. I'm going to support who I want to support, and that's it. If I like the whole sector that's in the shits, that's the way I am. I'm gonna support who I want to support.
and it's causing confusion within the chats even because my channel has always had people from all channels coming over there.
Hey, Miss
Always.
Judy, how you doing?
That's
Hey,
my
And
Miss Jackie. Hey, Mona Love.
and
Go
it's
ahead,
not
Miss
gonna
V.
stop. It's not going to stop. I'm going to continue. I've always had people from even those that claim they don't like me. Their people come over, but now they stay in the bushes. A lot of them are starting to come out because they see I'm not about that. I'm about having fun, humor, laughter, bringing topics of conversation that's educational, inspirational, and motivational. So I think eventually our channels will they'll grab hold and people will see what you really are all about because what has been said about any of us out here, it's not true, and they haven't proved it, and they don't have anything to come for you, so they just make up stuff, and that's crazy to me for you to believe something somebody said and they ain't proved nothing to you.
right.
Right. But
Agree.
see
And
what
then you got go ahead.
But see, I'm in my feelings about some of my supporters. I'm not calling no names, but and I hope they hear or whatever. Some of my supporters, and y'all know I don't do anything on my channel but play music.
And
And
eat.
eat, and they feel in the need that they have to stay in the bushes. I don't like that. I don't like that because I don't do anything on my channel but eat and play music.
I guess
So
I'm past that, Jewel. After about a month ago, I'm past that now. If they want to stay in the bushes and just support, because I can have 40 people. I had 80 in the chat today with me and Miss Margaret, the first live. I had 80 people. I hopped off and got ready to monetize, and I had 2.1K. That's a lot of people in the bushes. And
Indeed.
I try to make it as comfortable as I can and as welcoming as I can. And I can't do no more than what I'm doing.
right.
Right. That's all you could do. That's what I meant when I said to you, all we can do is we that want to unite and be together, we can create things that we can do together, but we can't go back and forth or get involved with those things that's negative. Who wants
Mm-mm.
to be part of that? I mean, you already have life that you deal with, honestly. And everybody don't know what everybody's going through in their personal lives. And
Right.
so who wants to be on here dealing with these type of issues? It doesn't make sense.
Camera recording. Not at all. And I'm too old and I have my own
Lazy
issues.
hoe.
Wait a minute. What you were saying, Miss V?
I am too old for that. I have my own issues. I am trying to live out a very comfortable life in the end, a very happy life, and a very peaceful life. And if it's not that, then I want them out of my chat. I don't even want those kind of subs in my chat.
Right,
And I really enjoy the chat that I have created and built over the last, say, 9 months. I have some people who have been with me for the whole 15 months I've been out here. I have some people who have come in the middle. I have people coming in every day say they like it over here, it's relaxing over here. And that's the atmosphere I'm trying to create, a relaxing atmosphere. I don't
right,
care
right.
about
'Cause,
I don't care about
I mean,
who's doing what in any other channel or what they're saying in any other channel. I really don't even want that brought into my channel.
right, right, right. And
Right. And
we
that's what
deal
I'm
with
saying. It's a lot
we
of
do
people
things.
based on it's a lot of people based on being in your channel for what other people do in other people's channel. But see, when they come over to my channel, they don't do that. They know what my channel is based on. My channel is based on having a good time. You cannot say, okay, you don't want to be in my channel because you see somebody else in somebody else's channel being messy or being negative. I don't care what a person doing in anybody channel, long as you know what goes on over here, which I demand respect in my channel. That's what goes. I welcome everybody. I
And
can't
what
I
have I
can't
said from day one in my channel? The only thing I required was respect.
right.
Okay. Now, if you can't do that, you don't belong over here. But if you can just come in here and have an everyday conversation, just like we having right now, agree to disagree and keep it moving, I'm fine with that.
That's adult conversations.
Exactly. And I have written in my little profile, nobody under 18 years old, and I think I'm gonna take it up to 21.
Oh, you could take the age up.
Yeah, you can put in there whatever age you want to. Sometimes when I hashtag over 30 conversation, over 40 conversation, because the 20 and 30-year olds are not there yet. I've been there. They're not understanding this conversation. So I'm hashtagging it over 40 when I do
Okay.
the description. It's just like the conversation Miss Sears wanted to talk about that we were talking about that was brought into the conversation. We were actually started off talking about watermelons this morning, and we were talking about healthy foods. And then when I said that God created seeds and everything that comes from a seed is what we should be eating. Okay, and that started off in the first book of the Bible in Genesis. I think it was chapter 1. I forgot the verses now. And then when I said, you got to think about the man, even he planted a seed in the man to fertilize with the egg of the woman. And that's how the conversation about the two sexual genital came in. You understand, Miss Sears?
Hmm.
That's where that came from.
But I
And so
can just
then
tell.
when the lady told me, she said, Miss V, have you heard of this channel out here that is talking about that? And I think the channel is talking about sexuality or something like that. And she even dropped it in my chat, but this is where it came from. And then she started talking about people being born with two different sex organs. And so that's how that conversation started in my chat this morning.
I listened to it. I listened to the whole thing. I mean, your questions though was they was funny. They was like you basically said, well, what if I make my child a boy and my child end up mad at me? Because that's not what they wanted to be.
Exactly. I mean, I have questions, Miss Sears. Once you get to know me, you'll know I have a lot of questions and I'll ask. And then I think it's the way I say things that comes across just hilarious. Because I don't always stop and think about what I'm saying. I just say it and it just comes across funny like that.
Right, right. Yes, we had a good time with you all evening.
Baby, because I'm just me, and everybody thinks I'm hilarious. And when I hear something like, you messy or you this or that, baby, how did I get to be messy? Huh? Tell me that. Talk to me, sugar. I
Right,
make them talk to me. Tell me what you talking about. Because
right.
I have not come for anybody out here. Not in 15 months have I ever came out here and tried to drag anybody. I came out here several times to defend myself, and I decided I ain't got to defend myself against these people.
It's a lot of people don't know the definition of messy,
That's obviously true. If you defend yourself, you messy.
and that's
When
not
you think
messy.
about what the person said about you, that ain't messy.
That's right.
Exactly, exactly. I agree with you 100%.
Because if they had never said nothing, you would have never said nothing. Well, I wouldn't have never said nothing.
Right, if you create the conversation and then somebody will say you went on and talked about it for 2 or 3 days. Well, you created it. You shouldn't have created it.
Exactly. And I'm not a person that want to come out here and dox nobody to find out the bad stuff that's going on in their life. That ain't none of my business. I don't care nothing about that. I know how
I
to mind my business.
and I don't have the time nor the energy for that.
No,
Shit, I don't even know how to look up no damn body.
I don't either.
And then most of those sites that you looking up personal information from people, you
Okay,
have to pay. You
but
have to
but
pay for that.
I'm not paying because I don't
I'm
want to
not
know it
paying for
that
none
bad.
of that. No,
I
No,
work
ma'am.
I work within the system and can get anything that I may want to get. However, I don't care. And because
These people don't understand they are not that important to
I
me.
right.
see what they issue, I don't even feel like doing that. So I don't care about your background, your life. DT, and there are some people on here. I see you now. There are some people on here. You probably have to go through the chats. But I really don't care about nobody past. So I don't even care about their presence, really. I mean, I don't.
It's not important. It doesn't benefit you. It doesn't benefit me. I can see where it would benefit them in order to get people into that chat who love drama, but that's not who I am. So you just got to talk to yourself now. At this point, I'm done with all of that. You said what you said, and obviously you meant it, or whether you meant it or didn't mean it, I don't care. I'm going on with what I do.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Thank you, Sting. Sting said we have a nice, peaceful, grown conversation on Miss V page. Thank you.
Yes, we do.
You're right.
And we enjoy ourselves over on JP's page.
On my channel.
Listen, you cannot.
Yes.
The Miss V page is not a page that you could be in a meeting at a meeting and with the earpod in your ear and listening because the people will
Uh-uh.
think you are crazy.
I'm gonna put you on the floor and they gonna fire you. You better take that ear part out and listen to it because I can't, baby. Ain't nothing I can do for you. I'm taking care of me. I'm a widow, okay? So you better take that ear part out and try to keep your job and listen to that replay.
Cause you gonna laugh. So y'all don't hear that don't follow Miss B. Y'all follow Miss B. I'm gonna put a thing up tonight. Y'all follow her because you ain't gonna get nothing but laughs.
Baby, that's all I want to do at this point. Why should I go around
Me
angry
too.
and
All
mad and
I want to do is
upset?
laugh, drink, and dance.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a good atmosphere. I don't care what age you are.
Yes.
And I pop in your channel with them dancing girls. Be dancing sitting down on Chef Mac page. I be over there dancing sitting down in the chair.
And I just don't think some people want you to be happy. That's what it is. They don't like peace. They don't like seeing you being happy. But they got to get used to it because ain't nothing finna change. At 70 years old, I'm finna change for you. Why? To be bothering people and talking about people. I ain't finna do that.
I worked my life off to have a happy life, to be able
Exactly.
to travel, to be able to enjoy life, to be able to do what. That's why I did what I did and had to do when I was young, so I can get to the point I'm in now. Like my day job, I work a day job. I don't have to be at a day job. I'm a political consultant. That's what take care of me. I don't have to be there, but I'm there to help a friend. You
But
know
if,
that.
but if you notice, Miss Sears, it's the channels that don't make money outside of YouTube that create the most drama.
Right, right,
And that's sad to me. And like
right,
I told them, when I came out here, my life was already fixed. I had already worked and got a retirement check. I already draw my Social Security. I have other income coming in. Okay. So it wasn't about money to me. That's why I could come out here and do what I do and click off and go on about my business. And I like it like that. You know, it'll eventually, the money will come. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, cause I'm definitely not worried about the money, honey. Cause I love to play my music. I really love to play my music, and music don't count.
Exactly. I mean, like I tell them all the time, if I needed this, okay, I got a Facebook page over there I'm not doing nothing with. I got like 700 followers over there off of 2 videos and left it to come over here and grow this channel. But if I was really out the money, I'd be on all of them: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of them.
right,
And eventually, you know, I'm thinking about, they've been calling me back to work and sending me emails and all that stuff, but I really don't want to go back down there this year after I got injured, you know, with my knee down there. And me and Miss Margaret was just talking about that. I'm still down here at her house. And she was talking to me and asking me if I want to go back. I really want to go back because I like working with special needs kids, but I don't want to go back because of the accident and the doctor passing away.
right,
You know,
right,
that's stuff to consider. So as for now, if they can't give me just a few hours of something down there, then no, I'm not going back.
right, right,
And I'll just concentrate more on my social media channels for my play money.
right,
Cause it's definitely some play money.
It is. And you could eventually grow it to be your salary. You know, if you
Right.
find your niche and you are good at it and people like you, they're going to come.
right,
I mean, I looked a few minutes ago. Miss Margaret asked me how we did on the videos. I'm 92 away from 8,000 in 15 months. That ain't bad for a
Right.
70-year-old.
Right.
no, no, no,
And I
At
had built
all.
up a big chat and it got torn down. And so I had to rebuild. I didn't
Right.
complain about it. I just went on about my business and started rebuilding.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right, right,
Because this
And
too
you,
shall pass. It ain't going to stay like this forever.
no, it's not.
If you have been out here as long as I have, or not even as long as I have, there are content creators who have come and I've seen them go.
Right. And there's also lots of new content creators coming out on some, positive things. Some great
Exactly.
great content. And that's why I say I move around. If you really
Right.
want to get out the shit, you would move around.
And that's exactly what Miss Loretta did. And that's how she grew so fast because she started moving around to different sectors and talking to different people.
Right. Because
She,
everybody's personality is not the same.
exactly.
right,
What she does is for her. What you do is for you. What I do is for me. But that don't mean we can't get
Hmm.
along.
Right.
We don't have to be in competition,
Right.
and we can support each other.
Well,
I
I'm
agree.
big on supporting. I
Austin,
am
I'm
big.
reading your comment here. You say, I beg to differ on that. It's channels like DJVLAD and No Jumper, aka I don't even know what that is. At Damn 22, who make a lot of money off their podcasts, but they still cause a lot of drama. Drama channels will sell. They
Yeah,
they
drama
will
sales.
bring in the money. But
Drama
I
sales.
choose not to do that. I don't want to make that kind of money.
Right.
I'm not into drama to make money. And I totally agree with you. They drama channels sell. Austin. It's okay. It's okay, Austin. You
Yeah.
said I'm sorry I
Yeah,
said
it's
that. It's
okay,
okay.
brother. You good, brother.
Uh-huh. It's awareness. Exactly, Carla.
Right. Right.
And I truly think that people should go where they want to go. If you say you grown out here looking at YouTube, then why don't you be grown and go where you want to go? What's holding you? What's stopping you? Because if those people are watching those channels, they're not going to watch mine anyway. Because you're not going to get the drama. You're going to get the laughter. You're going to be on the floor laughing by something
Right.
crazy I did or something crazy that I saw or something crazy that I read.
And that's what I'd rather see.
It's all about fun to me.
Me too.
I don't want to wake up with a headache, go to bed with a headache, and run out here 5 times a day in somebody else's business that I really don't know nothing about and don't want to talk about.
Cause I don't see no entertainment in somebody bashing people. That's not entertainment to me.
It's not to me.
Mm-mm.
Whoever want to go watch that, that's why so many channels. What it's just like a TV show almost now. You have hundreds of stations out there. If you don't like one thing, you flip the channel and go somewhere else.
Right.
Or if you don't like the conversation today, come back tomorrow. It ain't gonna be the same. Or come back this evening. It'll be different.
I agree.
I mean, you even have favorite TV shows that don't entertain you that night, and you might flip to another one, but you might go right back to it. Why can't you do the same thing on YouTube? Why hate somebody that you don't know because somebody else said that you like? That's what it's all about out here.
Right. 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 I agree with you 100%.
Hmm.
Sting is saying exactly when you come into Miss V's chat, just go ahead and get on the floor. You're gonna end up there anyway. All right, Sting.
I'm
Since
telling
they
you, Steve, that is
Baby,
so
I'm gonna tell
true.
you,
I'm
Miss V
telling
got. I'm gonna tell you, with her and her friend girl together,
you. Listen,
baby.
When Real Spill called me
I
today,
say them is
I
really y'all is really the golden girls.
was couldn't even understand what I was trying to tell her what's going on in that live with the people being born a man and a woman.
I didn't
They
know
had two
nothing
gener
about that.
according to I think it was Miss Audrey. She was saying they were born with two genitalia. And I have read about it, but I don't know of anybody personally. And my
Hey,
question
Robert.
was, when
How you
she
doing,
came up
Robert?
with it, it was my question was, well, how you determine which one it's gonna be? And then most people in the chat said, well, they wait till they're grown. And then one person came back and said that one lady married and had a child and a husband. And it didn't matter to him.
Hey, Larissa.
Hey, Larissa,
Mm-hmm.
Chi-Town in the building.
What you saying, what Miss V?
Miss V, whatever you said, that it took her the hell out of Tangela, cause baby, she been stuck on that part ever since, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell did I miss?
Well, I tell you what, she better catch them Golden Girls, them two I did earlier with
That's
the
what I'm
Golden
telling you,
Girls.
Miss V, you and your friend girl, baby, y'all can make some great content.
We was on there together. I told them y'all need a reality show. But no, you had questions during that time when you was like, well, how do I decide if it's a boy or a girl?
Well,
Or what?
that was a question in my mind. I needed to know. Shoot, somebody need to help me. How do you decide that? Then they came back and they told me most people waited. Because baby, I come up with some things. I think deep.
You went deep. You say, well, what if he be mad at me?
I
Like,
don't want my child mad at me because I cut off the wrong one. uh-uh. No, indeed.
Miss V, Tangela, Tangela wanted you to do a lot. Tangela wanted you on her panel because Tangela want to laugh tonight.
Baby, let me get in here with this Golden Girl then if she want to laugh. Because, baby,
Right. Turn the camera on.
let me go back inside because I was sitting outside here at her
That's
house.
what we that's what it's about tonight. We're gonna have some fun, baby, and have a good
They
time.
looking for the Golden Girl. They wanting to know where the Golden Girl. So I got to get this camera turned around because
what
they say the Golden Girls got it going on.
Golden Girl
Uh-huh.
got it going on, baby?
You hear that?
Yeah, yeah, Robert the Golden
The
Girl.
Golden Girls got it going on, baby. Let me turn this.
All the Golden Girls are tired.
The Golden Girls is tired. You can't be tired, and the folks is asking for you.
I can say I'm tired if I want to say I'm tired. I'm tired. Hey,
Come on, man.
But you got to put a little, shed a little light on the subject. They can't even see us.
you know what?
Oh,
Give me time to get the hell up.
well, shit, God, hurry up.
Woo, she gets on my nerves.
Yeah,
Your
I know.
friend was asleep, Miss V.
No, she was sitting up in here watching some
I'm watching Home and Garden.
home and garden. Like she need to do some home and garden.
I
You
do.
need to come talk to the people.
You wait just a minute.
Well, I ain't gonna be waiting all day now. We ain't
Did
got
you
all
find
night.
out if your lights was on?
No, but when I get through, I'm going home, whether they on or not.
No, you need to find out if they on.
What's gonna happen if they ain't on?
You gonna keep your ass here?
Yeah, I think you blew the bulb.
This is ridiculous. This is a 200-watt bulb.
But that's too bright anyway.
No, it's not.
Woman, come on here. The peoples is asking for you.
You know I'm all woman. Hello.
Well, can they see you?
I don't know. Hello. Oh, Lord, my hair. Hello.
Y'all a mess. There you go, Tangela. There go the
All right,
Golden
Tangela.
Girl.
Anything y'all want to ask the Golden Girls? You got 140 years worth of wisdom and knowledge. Well, not a lot of knowledge from one side, but
What you
yeah,
trying to say?
I ain't said nothing. I just talked.
What you trying to say? Oh, you directing that at me?
No, sugar.
Yes, you were. A
Ooh,
booger bear.
And y'all,
she did not
y'all
call me a. What kind of questions y'all want to know? What y'all want to know tonight, huh?
Well, some of us don't know y'all as the Golden Girls. Can y'all please introduce
introduce
yourself?
yourself.
Okay, I am this. I am chatting with Miss V, and I'm better known as this when I'm with.
That. I'm that.
And what's your name? She got to think about her name, y'all.
Miss V, we got to give her some time now.
Wait just a doggone minute.
What's your name?
I can give her my real name.
Yeah,
Margaret.
Margaret. Miss Margaret.
Miss M to you.
Miss M to you. I'm Miss V, and that's Miss M. I'm this, and she's
That.
okay. The
Well,
Golden
nice to
Girl.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay.
What else?
Okay, what questions we want to ask? Tangela, you want to go with the first question?
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
we dealing with wisdom here. We're dealing with wisdom.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So let me ask you all, since you all are older than us,
Uh,
do you educate the people on the importance of voting this year?
oh.
Oh, yes, definitely, baby. The people, the black folks before us, Baby, they went out there and fought the fight. They lost their life to vote. And then this is a big election this year because
Everyone
the
needs to vote.
economy is
It's
so
so bad.
doggone bad.
Yeah.
And we on fixed income as older people and the young people just getting started. You ain't gonna never get to where we are if you
They
get the
won't have Medicare.
you won't have Medicare, you won't have Social
Mm-mm.
Security, you won't have nothing. You better try to get out there and not only go to the poll and register, but go back and vote
Vote.
and make sure that that vote you pushing on that ballot, you can live with it. Cause me and Miss Margaret, I'm 70, she's 79. We ain't gotta worry about this stuff too much longer.
Okay, Miss M, what's your thoughts on the question?
I just say everybody needs to vote. The young people too. If you are of age to vote,
I agree. I
register to
agree.
vote.
And
They need to
if you
vote.
on a college campus, when my
You know
daughter
to
was,
vote.
she was on,
Yeah.
she went to vote when she was in college.
My granddaughter did too.
Yeah.
So they need to vote
Understand what
what you're voting
what you're
for.
voting for exactly.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
my question to the both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep a man since y'all older than me?
Well, I got rid of two.
Oh Lord. She had to answer. You got rid of the first one.
I got rid of two. I done had three.
Oh, you had
My baby daddy, which was my first husband. Okay, the second was the alcoholic.
okay. I just knew about him and the third one.
And the third one, you didn't know about Brandy's father.
No,
Okay, we didn't know each other then
no.
because she 42.
I was gonna say you had three. Yeah, you slipped one in on me.
No, the first one, you didn't know
Oh,
me then.
No,
Okay, well then they had to go on about their lucky way. But
okay.
all my exes live in Texas.
Oh,
And the last one, he passed away. Okay,
yeah.
she knew
Okay.
him. She knew the second one and the third one.
I didn't know about
So
the
Okay.
third one.
Okay.
I heard
What
you talk
about you,
about
you
Miss
him.
met him at
Margaret? How
church.
do you keep a man?
Okay, you didn't ask me.
Okay,
I've
but
only
that
had one. I only
I
had
said this
one.
question is for the both of y'all.
okay, your
I,
turn. Your turn.
I've only had one husband. We were married for 32 years, and he
I,
passed away last year. But we were divorced for 26 years.
you was married for 32 years, but you was divorced for,
I've been divorced 26 years.
so you married twice?
No, I've married
Once.
once. I only had
Oh,
one
so y'all
husband.
been divorced. So you actually was only married a few years.
No, she's
No,
79.
I was married for 32 years.
And divorced him and was
In 90
divorced.
93 or 94, I
Oh,
divorced.
okay. Is he still living?
No,
No.
Okay. Is
damn. He passed away
Yeah.
last he passed
Y'all.
away last October.
We're widowers.
do
Okay.
you
Also, y'all
do you
widows.
I'm
have
I'm an ex-widow because
you have from him?
Well, I'm not an ex widow. We were legally married when he got in a car accident. Okay.
well, we wasn't married when he passed
Okay,
away.
Miss V, at your age, would you date again?
No, she's
No.
not gonna date.
Mm-mm.
I'm available.
I, I,
I'm willing and available. I'm willing and available and ready. Ready.
Let me see. Let
I
me
know
see.
that's right, Miss
Miss
Margaret.
P, let me
Yes,
ask you a
ma'am.
question, Miss P. But wait, here's my question.
okay.
You've been on YouTube for a little while and you've seen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Would you would you advise a person to date someone that they meet on social media?
No.
No. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, the both of them said at the
Hell to
same
the
time, so we
no.
no.
got both of
No.
the
No.
answers.
No.
Hell to the no,
Mm-mm.
no, no.
Mm-mm. Because it's just like any other relationship.
Mm-mm.
I don't even advise people who work together to date. You know, if they both still on the same job. Because if it works out, it could be fine. But it's when it doesn't work out, that's when the problems
Problem
start.
comes in it. I agree.
Uh-huh. And then everybody on YouTube
Job
is
and
or
everybody
the
will know.
job is gonna know
Hmm.
everything about you. And it
Keep
ain't gonna be the good part, it's
keep
gonna be
your
the
business to
bad
yourself.
part.
Yeah.
There you go. Keep
Keep your
your business
business to
to
yourself.
yourself.
Okay, the
And it,
Golden Girls have answered that question. Do you have another question, Tangela?
I'll go with your question now. If anybody have questions in the chats
Uh-oh.
that you ask them, I know I gotta go down now.
Okay, well, okay. You say you don't have another question. Okay, with Miss Margaret, this question is for you.
Yes,
You
darling.
you say you is available and ready at any time.
That's
So
right.
you will date at your age.
I
What's
will.
her age got to do with it?
I don't
Age
want
don't have
anybody
anything to
under
do with it.
70. Under 70. I don't date. I wouldn't date anybody under 70.
She
The
Okay.
want
age
she
of
she
7.
want all them nursing home men.
I
Miss
wait just a
Miss V, you
doggone
want you
minute.
Miss V, you want your young man, don't you?
No, I don't want none.
I don't want no
Oh,
young man. He's not. I'm.
Mm-mm. I don't want
No, he's
none.
not
I
gonna
don't
die.
want young men problems. I don't want old man problems. I'm at peace in my home, and I like it like
I'm
that.
at peace
So
too.
Hmm.
Miss B just said, do not date meeting anyone on social media. But
I
let me
would
ask you this. Let me ask you.
go.
I
I've
do know
had
a
that
couple.
experience, and they not worth a shit.
Uh
I don't
Do
want to
not.
date nobody off of social media.
Don't. Do not
oh.
take
I don't
my.
see nobody out here today.
And
First of all,
they lie too. They lie about their
I
age and
wouldn't
their
date
appearance.
nobody off of social media.
They lie a lot.
Listen, cause at these time of the
But don't
days, man,
leave their age.
you can't trust nobody.
That's what I'm saying. They
mm-mm.
And
lie. They put the
if I
wrong pictures out
cannot
there.
reach and touch you, no, I
Yeah.
don't want no dealings of you.
Reach out
And
and touch somebody's
somebody's
hand.
hand
Make
make
this
this world
world
a
a better
better
place
place if
if
you
you can.
can. Cut.
You can tell
I
they don't
lost
have
the word.
that.
What's the
So
next question?
Next question, Miss V and Miss Margaret. Do y'all have a question?
For y'all?
Yes.
No,
No,
not really.
I don't know them that well yet.
Miss Margaret said she don't know y'all
I
that
don't know
well
you that
yet.
well yet.
Uh-uh.
um,
Are either one of you married?
let me
No,
read
I'm
some of
not
the
married. I
re-
never have been
let
married.
me read
Oh
some
my
of the
goodness. Oh
comments.
my Lord.
Let me read some of the comments. I have Miss Judy, Auntie Judy, who I call her. Robin, that's the biggest things missing from the world as a whole. Now they're raising these people to be their friends and encouraging bad behavior. I think that comes from talking about based on what I didn't see the question, but it's apparently dealing with parents and kids being friends.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
I
Uh-uh.
totally
Uh-uh.
Hey, Brittany.
Our
good
children
yeah,
are
this
grown,
I
and we're not
totally
friends to
agree with
our
you.
children parents.
Right, I
Right,
totally agree with
same here,
you,
Miss V.
Robin. Robin said, I totally agree with you.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
the amount of 4 to 8 year olds I see on this app cursing and disrespecting their parents,
Oh
and the
mine,
parents
Uh-uh.
they
mine
look at
don't
it.
do that now.
Well,
They grown.
tell you
Mm-mm.
based on what I do is go out to scenes when there's a killing, and a lot of times it started at 2 years old when you was laughing at what they were doing, and
That's
then
right.
at 14 years old you couldn't control them.
You got it. That's true. That's
I think parents today say and do too much in front of their children.
children are raising children is what
Exactly.
happened. Is what's happening.
In
Mm-hmm.
these days, anyways, the parents are doing any and everything in front of their children.
Around the kids. That's true.
When I raised my children, the generation was very different. That's why I'm glad
Mine
I
too.
did have my kids when I did.
Mm,
Because
Right.
these generations now, even with my children, they raise their children totally
much
different
different.
than what I
Oh
raised
yeah.
them.
Right.
My grand my grandchildren were raised different, and then my grandson has a daughter, and I'm sure he's gonna raise her different.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think it's harder raising kids these days too if you're truly a parent that's trying because of all the it's more
Because of society.
society. They just let anything go these days.
So
Anything.
it's
It
amazing.
doesn't matter.
So some of you on here may not know. I lost my only child to gun violence. He had
Oh
completed
wow. Oh
college.
wow.
He completed college, and I was already involved with gun violence because I represent the state attorney and law enforcement here in Miami-Dade County. So I just never thought that can happen to me. I mean, He's doing good. He don't have a daughter. He taking care of his family. I never thought that can happen to me, but it can happen to anybody. But in creating that organization, I learned so much in creating that organization about so many different things that other families end up experiencing going through. And even by dealing with that and working for the Department of Children and Families for years, going back to what we talked
Me
about,
too, Sing.
going back to about what we talked about when we said, what is the problem? I'm going to tell you one of the problems that we have with the Black community is we don't believe in therapy.
I was just getting ready to
That's
Hey,
say
true.
that.
Brittany Sugar, how you
Yeah,
doing, Brittany?
That's true.
yeah.
Some people have to go through therapy. I mean, I will tell you, when I lost my mother in a bad way, I lost my son in a bad way, and um, I didn't go through therapy like I was supposed to after my mother. But after my son, I ended up going through therapy, and I can tell you, one of the things you learn when you're going through the worst things in your life. I mean, because you become a bitter person, you become a nasty person, you become an angry person, and a lot of times
Mm-hmm.
when you're angry, you take it out on the people that's closest to you.
To
So
you.
those
That's
Right.
that's
true.
close to me, right now
Yeah,
today,
therapy really
I
helps.
listen. I
Listen, the
lost
therapy
my son
helps.
in
She
2020,
talking to me.
and in
Yeah,
2024,
talking
I'm
to
right
not.
now,
I'm not.
is she talking
I
to her
tell
people?
I'm not.
people, if you went through what I had to go through and what I went through and what I took people through, if they still a part of my life right now, they love me. They love me. They love
Mm-hmm.
me.
True.
I mean, it got so bad
Mm-hmm.
to social media wasn't good for me. I was strong on Facebook, and with me working in the areas that I work in, they began to monitor and watch my Facebook till they thought that I would end up hurting myself. It wasn't me I wanted to hurt, it was somebody else I
Mm.
wanted to hurt because of what I had just gone through. But I mean,
Through.
Right.
Yeah.
police would show up to my house, just to do wellness checks and different things to make sure that I was okay. And they still do. Like even today, I got a text because
Mm.
I've been on a vacation with my family for the last week. And one of the police chiefs texted me and said, you need to check in. When you don't check in, what they do is they'll send somebody to my house just to make sure everything is okay.
Mm-hmm.
At one time, I used to curse them out, but I appreciate them now because I recognize
That's
that they're
good.
trying to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that I am okay because even though people see me as being this strong person, see me as getting legislation done, passing policies,
You
working
could
for
tap
Joe
in.
Biden, working for Joe Biden, doing all these different
Mm-hmm.
things doesn't mean that I'm strong.
Larissa says she lost her oldest son.
You're covering it up
Sorry to
sometimes.
hear that, Larissa.
My
Marissa,
You know,
our
my
Larissa,
condolences to you, Marissa.
you have my
she
prayers.
she
You
said
have
his
my
birthday.
prayers.
She said his birthday coming up July the 29th,
Because
the 25th.
when I tell you your life completely changed, you even, number one, they ask us to stay away from relationships for a few years after losing our child if you go through
Right.
therapy. And it's important because it's very difficult to have someone in your life that really don't understand the detriment of that pain that you are constantly dealing with. And it's you learn to cope and live with it. That's why I'm able to be up here, laugh at Miss B when she on Facebook because you learn to cope, but you still have your triggers. You still
Right.
have your days
That's
where
true.
things will remind
Mm-hmm.
you of different things.
Oh
You
yeah.
still have those things. That's
Mm-hmm.
why being
That's true.
positive is so important to me because my life has been full of pain, dealing with death. So I
It's
can't
free to stay
afford to
around
be
positive people.
right. I can't afford
Right.
to be a part of. So people say to me when I tell them, when they say sometimes, who your best friend? And I say her name Kathy. Kathy Rundle. State attorney, yes. Let me tell you what I've learned in life. You put yourself with people that's higher than you. And when you put
True.
yourself with people
I
that's
agree.
higher, it encourage you to move
It
forward.
elevates you.
I
Yes,
Right.
yes.
had
Hmm.
It elevates you.
I had to
We agree.
tell
And
and
Tangela, I want to say this to you. I applaud you. I think you is a very, very, very strong person for the things that you have been through, because a lot of us haven't experienced that pain, you know. And for me to be looking at you, I know I can imagine how that pain is when you losing a child. And for the ones that done lost their children, I can feel that pain even though I haven't experienced it, but I can feel it. And I applaud you because, baby, you is a strong individual. You stronger than you even know. And I
you're right.
applaud you for
You're
that.
right. People ask me sometimes, how did you get legislation passed in Florida after losing your child? One of the things I tell them after I lost my child, I
Hey,
basically
DT,
This right here.
brother, how you doing?
yeah, DT is in the chat because there's been some trolls in the chat, and all y'all know DT manages everything dealing with my chat, so he's in here looking for those trolls. Some of them I think was on your page, Jewel,
Yes,
but I
but I am on my page, and I want to thank my moderators that's
don't right.
handling my channel. I
Right.
want to
That was
thank
why
y'all for handling
DT
my
came
channel.
in. DT came in to monitor what was going on the pages. And I thank you for that, DT. It's good to have an IT person that helps you with everything. And when there's something going wrong, he makes sure that he comes in and he takes care of it. So I thank you for that. But real spill, I thank you for that. And um I hear that from media because I deal with regular
Hey,
media, TV.
Wonder Sugar, how you doing,
I
sis? How you doing?
I deal with regular TV media. I have a radio show, and so I in dealing with those things, trust me, is different from social media. Totally different from social media. And then feedbacks that you get because there's ratings when there's dealing with, news stations and radio stations and things like that. So it becomes a difference. But I'll say this to you, I don't know how I do what I do. It can't be nothing but God because honestly,
God,
um,
through God who strengthens you.
it's nothing
Hmm.
but God because
You go through God who strengthens you.
there's nights that you all don't know. I have to get up and I have to go out to a scene where there's someone
Mm.
laying on the street that's dead because of the role that I play in terms of representing the state attorney, representing police,
Wow.
representing and having an organization, parents of murdered children. And I'll tell you one of the things, I'll just go over one thing that I did do in Miami-Dade County for parents of murdered children that really had nothing to do with my case. Because when you're helping a situation, it can't be about you and in helping them with that situation, one of the things I learned when I started Parents of Murdered Children was and I did an interview on my whole story with parent with after losing my child a couple of weeks ago. I'll repost it tomorrow. Um but in creating Parents of Murdered Children, I learned that a lot of things was not black on black crime is not important to people.
Right.
It's
It's
not.
only
That's true.
It's true.
it's if you're killed by a police or a white man.
Hmm.
So that's why I stand up and I fight so hard for these parents throughout this nation
That
and
was a
definitely
good movie.
Florida because they have no support. When I started Parents of Murdered Children, one of the things I learned was half of the detectives had never been in contact with the families.
Hmm.
That that don't exist in Florida no more because I went to changing laws, I went to changing policies. And after I lost my son, I gave up. I did not want to do anything anymore. But after I heard a mother scream on the news,
Hmm.
I recognized that, I've been involved with this for many years and I know how to get these laws changed. And one of the things parents have in Florida, and they have in a lot of areas, is witnesses don't want to talk. They're
Right.
afraid to talk. And
That's
because
true.
so what I did in Florida was I had a law pass that witnesses information will not show up on anything. It's not a part of public records.
Right.
Um, Anything that's a part of public records is for the public. It's nothing you can do about it. But anything that is removed from public records, it's not there. It can't be seen. And if something
It's
doesn't get
private.
out, something can be terminated. So that's all across the state of Florida now. And I didn't do that for my case because I had a witness on my case. I did go through court on my case. I lost my case to stand your ground. But that's another law that I'm working with right now as well, which is a very when it comes to stand your ground, I have mixed feelings because the way what we're dealing with in this world today, you have to be able to protect yourself. However, you can't use it as an excuse just to kill someone. So I'm working on language right now to be able to change some of those things. I'm working on things to get grandparents' rights. The only problem with grandparents that have lost, because I have a lot of my parents that have lost their kids across the nation, they're grandparents. And remember, a woman can lose her man and can fall in love again, but a mother never get over that. And she wants to be a part of her grandchild's life. So grandparents have asked me in Chicago. They've asked me in Florida, and they've asked me in Chicago, Florida. Have asked me if we could create legislation to give grandparents rights. The only thing, and I want y'all opinions on this, because the only problem I have with this is what happened if grandma find out that that's not her grandchild?
Mm,
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 So I
mm.
can get a law. I can get a law up there. I can get it in the legislation. I can work it. And even if I don't get it past the first year, I've been known to get past things past the second year. But that's been my concern because I've had that situation where parents have found out it wasn't their kid.
maybe
So
the maybe the DNA test should be taken before they go through any kind of legal battles for the child to make sure. Did you hear me,
well,
Tangela?
that's
That's the
what
only
would
thing I can say too, Miss V. I agree with you because
you
see, I
did
have all girls. I wouldn't experience that situation because I have
right,
all
but see,
girls.
with that, that's what would happen first. But remember, you done lost your child. You devastated. Now you think you got a grand, and now you find out there's no connections with nobody. I have a grand, and she's my twins, and they did do DNA when it first happened, but it wasn't no problem because they
The
were
only
together
thing I can
anyway.
tell you, sis, if you feel that if that's what you're hearing, that you have another grand, investigate. That's all I can tell you.
No, it's not
Investigate.
if you have a grand. It's if you do a DNA and find out that
Okay,
this is not your
Well, then you
grandchild.
should be able to just go ahead on and move on.
okay, this is my thing, and Miss Margaret, I'm gonna
That's
see if you're gonna agree with this.
easy for a grieving mother that's
Okay,
dependent on their child. But go ahead, Miss. Let me hear you, Miss B.
okay. In that case, I'm putting myself in that position right now. Miss Margaret is a grandparent also. Are you a great grandmother too?
Mm-hmm.
She's a grandmother and a great grandmother. I'm just a grandmother. Okay. In that position, I feel that if I had been loving that child all the time, and then I
Right.
found out that it's not my biological grandchild, it would still be my grandchild.
That's right.
Okay,
Right.
I
what?
feel, I feel the same way.
So,
Okay, we
Miss
both agree.
B, I agree with you in a
You
situation
just don't
like
cut your love and your relationship off.
I
Right.
agree if you was in that
that.
child life.
I agree with you in situations like that, but Miss V, let me tell you what the situation be. Mom be done fell in love with another man. And so grandma don't have no
Clue.
connection with them. And because grandparents don't have rights, I'm just blessed. But grandparents don't have rights.
That's
So it's
true.
not so it's nothing that they can do. So they're trying to get the rights to be able to see their grandchild. So
Mhm.
this is what's gonna happen. They get that DNA, that can be suicidal.
Mm.
I can see the
Um,
other side of that with grandparents not having rights. And I don't think that's fair either in a divorce case, even. And the
right. But
grandparents may
grandparents, I'm
get
gonna tell
caught
you
trapped in
something.
the middle of it.
I'm gonna tell you
Right.
something. Grandparents in that case do not listen. When it comes to rights, it comes to mother and father. Okay, only thing a
Right.
grandparent can step in if that child is being abused and they want to send it, take it through the courts. But grandparents do not have any rights. I'm sorry to say, but grandparents do not have no
No,
rights. It's
grandparents
only
have
mother. It's
they
only
have
mother.
no
It's only
right.
mother and father.
Yeah, I just
Right.
And
happen
that's not
to
fair to the
It's
know
not.
grandparents.
It's not.
And it's not.
That's
It's
not
not
fair.
fair. It's a lot
and
of
I
things
can
that's not
tell you, Miss
fair.
B, I'm gonna tell you something. We get on our knees in the morning and we pray, and there's not a morning that I don't pray and thank God for the mother of my granddaughter.
Some
I
of
don't
us is
expect
not that
I don't
lucky.
experience a lot. My son, he ended up with a jewel. And even though I don't have him,
You
she
got
still
them.
Yeah,
she
she
said,
has
hey,
her.
Miss B, I tell her he was my bill and now you my bill. And you know
And
what?
that's a good relationship for the child.
Tell you something I do every single month. Every month I send her a check because I don't have to be on child support. Grandparents don't have no rights, but that's my granddaughter. And she mean more to me than anything in this world.
I can
I
imagine.
make sure that every month, but I'm not the only one. I have brothers. They make sure and I've been blessed. My son trained a lot of the players in their speed. And they're like fathers to her in her life. So she's a blessed kid. I mean, when I put up happy birthday to her dad and legislators show up to her house to give her 500 and $1,000 to say, this is for you. But my fight is not for me. I know that I'm in good standards with the system and I can get anything done that I need to get done. My fight is not for me. And so that's why the system don't understand because the state attorney, I told y'all earlier, my best friend, but I rallied her office.
Tangela,
I protest her office because I wanted to know why wasn't killers going to jail. I don't
this
need
this
nobody going to jail because they smoke marijuana or because they got caught with marijuana.
right.
I need people going to jail that's out here hurting individuals.
And
And I
criminals, real
protest her,
criminals.
and I protest her office, and it's not but I'm going to stand with my community. And that's what makes me different between me and a lot of political consultants because political consultants will not be on YouTube because they don't want to mess their money up. But you know what? Because I'm a giver, God continues to bless me.
All right. Any more questions for the Golden Girls? Because one of them got a date, I think. She keep looking at the phone and reading texts and stuff.
No, I just wanted to say I watched 7 Seconds on Netflix. That was a good movie.
What was it about?
About this young black boy that was killed by a police officer, and
Mm-hmm.
they went through the courts, but those guys were not prosecuted at all.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's a.
that kills our kids get hot.
I know what movie you talking about. That was really, really sad.
It was.
It was
I
step.
watched all 8
I
series.
remember. I know what movie you talking about, but I just can't call the name of it. But I
7 seconds.
7 seconds, she said, was the name of the movie.
She went on.
Yeah, she'll come back up.
Should come back up. But let
Okay.
me ask you, have you all seen that movie, Layla and Eve? Layla, I think it's Layla and Eve. If
I
you
haven't.
ever, if
I
you
think
ever want to
we do.
know,
I think.
it's I'm looking it up now to give you all the right
Is it
name.
on premium? Prime?
She says
Lila
it
and Eve, and it's the girl is the player is oh God, what's her name? She's a black awesome actress in J Lo.
Megan Good. Megan Good.
No, it's J Lo and um
Why is not connected to
I
my
forget the
car?
black lady name, but she playing a lot of movies. But I can tell you all, look at that movie.
What's
I'm
the name
asking
of it?
Layla and Eve. I'm gonna post it up on my community chat as well. Look at
okay.
that
Layla
when
and
you
Eve.
look at that movie. I don't know what happened to Blessings. Let me put the thing back down for
She's
Blessings.
up there.
See,
She's on the
not
panel.
Blessings. I'm looking at
I'm
Blessings and
here.
calling
I'm trying to
Blessings name.
figure out why it's not connected to my car. I just realized that. Like, it ain't connected to my car. Anyways, hey, ladies, how are you
Oh,
guys doing?
so I'm
Hey,
serious.
blessing.
It's black, so I thought you was gone, and that's why I put it back up there for you. But I see you right there, my
Well,
sister.
thank you,
For
sugar. I
you,
appreciate you. I appreciate you. Personally, I don't think. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear
yes,
me?
I hear you. I hear
Oh,
Yes.
you.
okay. I put you on my AirPod because I don't know it's not connecting to my car. I don't know why. But what you call it? I really don't think the grandparents should be raising their grandchildren.
No, no,
The reason
and I
why,
know should raise their grandchildren, but they should have access. I'll give you an example. Last week, I went to Mexico. I went to two different parts of Mexico. I went to gorgeous on here. She Honduras, I think Honduras. I went to the Bahamas. Those are vacations that I do with my son and my family, our entire family. We do it every year in July.
oh,
What
okay.
I'm
Hmm.
saying is, even if you lose your child, you still want your grandchild to be a part of what's happening in the family because she have a mother family, she have a father family. And
Hmm.
so you want to make sure that she's familiar and connected with both families.
Now
So
that I do agree.
we're
That I
talking
do agree.
yeah, what we're talking about is nasty mothers that when the because remember, okay, I can speak for me losing a child.
Hmm.
I'm fortunate. I have a great mother. I mean, awesome. She'll never take my child from me. That's why my child is able to go out of the country. You know, if a child can go out of the country with you, then the mother had to sign the approval for her to be
Okay.
able to go out the country for you.
Right.
I have that. That exists. But there are so many mothers when a woman loses the man, she may have loved him, but that's not her child. So guess what she do? She fall in love with somebody else. And a lot of women that fall in love with another man, they want the child to call that man daddy. The dead don't exist no more. But that grandmother is suffering because that is the person connected to her through her
Hmm.
child. But she don't have
Hmm.
rights to see him. So I have parents
Hmm.
that's asking me in Chicago, in Florida, will I put a bill in place so grandparents can be able to see and have a part into their grandkids' lives? The problem I'm having with that is What if they take they're gonna have to take a DNA. You have to take a DNA for that. When you
Mhm.
take the DNA, what happened when you come back? Because you know that let's just be real. Women can be something. And they put children on the wrong man
Mhm.
sometimes. And so grandma
Mhm.
learned that through the DNA, that's not my child.
Mm.
And that grandmother, that's my fear right there because I'm a mother that lost a child. And something like that I couldn't handle. I'm so glad my son took care of everything before anything. You know what I'm saying? But something like that I
Mhm.
could not handle. So my concern, I'm willing to do it for the parents. I don't mind to do it, but I want some of them to understand it may come back where that's not your son's child.
And that would be a lot of heartache.
Right.
That would be a whole lot of heartache. It would be troublesome. It would be heartbroken because then you're caught in the middle. You don't
Right,
know how to feel about this child. Even though you still love this child, it's just a matter of you're confused. You know what I'm saying? You caught up. And and it may take a while for someone to grasp the fact that okay, they're not my blood, but they're still my grandchild. I'm gonna love them anyway. It may take a month, it may take 2 weeks, it may take a day, but it will. Some people, it may take a minute for them to say, "Damn, I can put all this into this child, and they're not mine." But me personally, I'm still gonna treat that child as my child, as my grandchild. That's me personally. I'm still gonna welcome that baby into my life. If I'm what he knows and what he or she is familiar with, then I'm gonna make sure that continues because I don't want them to grow up in a confusion world. You know what I'm saying? I don't want their head messed up and think that they're not validated or that they're not accepted. You see where I'm coming from?
right.
So
Well,
I get that. I get that.
because real still had
Yes,
a problem
I
trying to
agree
reach
with you,
you.
Miss V.
She had a
Grandparents
problem
really,
trying
really
to reach
need.
you.
I agree with Miss V. Grandparents do need some rights, but we
They do
don't have
need
rights at
rights.
all.
Yes, they need rights. And
Yes.
I don't mind going to put legislation in to get them rights. And I know I can get it passed. My
I
only
think
fear is
grandparents
the hurt.
deserve access rights. I think they deserve
I
access rights
agree.
to their children. I mean to their grandchildren.
I
But I
agree.
also
I agree. And I'm gonna write that in for them next year because I'm listening to
And
y'all.
listen, Tangela, I
But
want to say this to you.
from
When you
some
is Tangela, when you is
cycle,
fighting like really like fighting for those rights, you need a lot of people behind you. You need a lot of
mhm.
people behind you, and
I
that's
listen.
what's wrong with our generation right now. We do not stick together. We
You
do
need a
not stick
support
No.
together.
system.
The thing
Hmm.
is, I also represent a union, and I represent Florida Parents of Murdered Children. So, real spill, I pick up a load of bus people out of Orlando, your area. I have
Hmm.
buses coming out of Miami. I have buses coming out of Tampa. I have buses coming out of Gemini. I'm talking about Gemini. Lord have mercy. Oh, he must owe my man. I'm talking about Gainesville.
Thanks for the
But
gifted memberships. I appreciate it.
I also have a lot of parents that come out of Georgia because some parents have moved from Florida to Georgia because they couldn't handle living in the areas that they lost their child. So but like I say, I don't mind taking the bill passed because I know mine is mine. You know what I'm saying? My only fear is it can be some detrimental hurt there when they find out that some of those kids do not belong. They go, well, let me get blessings back up here. Some of those kids do not belong to them. I just think as a mother that lost her kids, that will put me in a suicidal mode. A suicide
Yeah.
pay.
That's
And
scary.
that's my only concern. I don't mind taking the bill. I've taken bills to Tallahassee. I've taken bills to Washington. I've gotten bills passed. I've gotten policies passed. I know how to strategically plan and get those things done. That's not a problem. I'm just in pain for those because when you've already lost a child and the only thing you have to look at as is their child, and then you find out later on that that child is not their child. That's my only fear I have in that bill.
Yeah, that's hard, especially if they have to get tested for DNA
You
testing.
have to go, you have to,
Yeah.
you have to go through a DNA. You have to.
Hmm.
Thank
Wow.
you, JP. Somebody just gifted me a membership in your channel. Thank you.
Right. And listen, let me tell y'all something. Listen, I'm not trying to change the subject. I don't know how this gifted membership situation go, but I thank each and every one of y'all that the ones that is gifting the membership. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you.
Go to go to Real Spill JP and get your membership badge. They have dragged me into the bull S. I had to pop off a couple of times. Really, Auntie Judy? And listen, let me say this to you about this lady right here, Miss Judy.
Hey, Shay Love, how you doing, sis?
She is one of the sweetest people that you can meet on any YouTube, but she don't get in mess. But what we have, and I'm gonna go back to what we was talking about in the beginning. What we have is a situation. Say somebody hate blessings. But I do go in blessings comments and I say things when I'm
I
able to
agree.
catch it.
I agree,
I
my
when I
Leo.
go
I really agree.
when I go in and I catch it, I say things. But because somebody might be her enemy, they get mad because I said something to them. I don't play those type of games. Let me tell y'all something about the road that the world that I live in, which is politics. I lost her. She'll be back up. Um, what we do now, I'm in the middle of an election right now. So you follow me on Facebook, you probably gonna see me fighting a lot of people, attacking a lot of people, coming at a lot of people. I'm gonna be doing a lot of that
Why is
because
it doubling?
I'm
See,
in
she knew I was. She said,
I'm
I'm
in the
sorry, I didn't know you were on the lab.
that's okay. I'm in the middle of a political election right now. So I'll be fighting Trump. I'll be fighting a whole lot of people, even local. Anybody follow me on Facebook, they'll see a lot of that. Um, but let me just tell you something about politics, the difference between politics and YouTube. And I think I said this a real spill this morning or either last night. The night of the election, do you all know we call each other and congratulate each other? We go out and we have drinks and it's
Mhm.
over and we begin to work together.
That's
That's
good.
That's what
Well,
happens.
I can imagine so because even like when attorneys and judges, when one lose, one win, they still go out after.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's amazing you say that, blessings, because I have to fight with a lot of people because they be like, I don't trust my attorney because he going out. Listen, what we learn in the world that we live in is we can't make these things personal. It's not an
Hmm.
emotional thing. But believe me, each one of them attorneys want to win their case, but they don't have to be
Hmm.
enemies.
Because it's all
Somebody's
about
got to
business. It's
win
not
and
personal.
somebody's got to lose. In the
Hmm.
end, congratulate and keep it moving.
Yeah,
Exactly, exactly.
have some tequila or some whiskey and call it a day
And
and
that's
keep it
what they do.
pushing.
They go out. This on election night. I can tell y'all on election
Hmm.
night. Sometimes me and my opposition campaign manager go
You
out
know what? When I first
and
started
have
my
wine
job,
and watch
when
the
I
numbers come in and whoever win. Hey, I don't even had both sides in my house as we was watching numbers.
when
They
I
come
first
in.
started my job 21 years ago, The first thing in training that the union told us, they said, never be amazed of who's going to be your supervisor, your manager. They said the person that you're sitting next to may become your manager and your supervisor. So it's best to treat each other equally and good. And that always stuck to me because it happens.
I know I'm some supervisors now of people that were supervisors of me before. So you're
Right.
absolutely correct.
It happens. And you go out and you become one of them, and now it's like now you're having drinks with the managers and the second levels and the third levels, and it's like, whoa, you just never know. And it's with people who you may have just started with. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
why it's important to treat people right.
good is
Because
good.
you
That's
never
right.
know when the circles are
I'm
going
going to
to turn.
change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have to go, ladies, but we certainly have enjoyed being on this panel tonight. Very
Oh,
informative, very interesting, and thank you so much,
Thank you.
New York Leo. Thank
I,
you.
I know one of the
Yes.
Golden Girls got a date tonight. So go on and
This
enjoy.
one, not me. It is that one. Okay, this one don't. That one does. Okay.
Whatever,
We
whatever.
Okay.
want to
Well,
thank you,
anyway,
Miss V, for coming up. You and the other Golden Girl. We want to thank you. We want to thank you for coming up. You know, we will always love and respect you. Thank you for coming up, Sugar, and give us a
all
little,
right.
a
Y'all
little
have a beautiful,
encouragement
blessed night.
and
Yes.
We'll
advice.
talk with y'all later.
Over
Yes,
now.
have a
Out.
blessed
You
night.
ladies enjoy.
Okay.
Stay
Bye
blessed.
bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, y'all ready for some music?
Yeah, let's
Wait,
groove.
wait, Brittany.
Go-
Let's groove tonight.
Blessing just came
Yes.
up. Let me get all blessing questions and stuff out.
Okay.
What you got?
Hey, Jennifer. You
Hey,
had
Jennifer Sugar.
Hey,
Hey,
Lincoln, you had
Lincoln.
a good live today, girl.
Tesla always have good lives. I'm streaming from her live, y'all.
No, I'm talking about Lincoln. Lincoln had a good one too. I
yeah.
Yes,
tried
she
doing that,
did.
but it got me in a pickle.
I was on thinking live from the
So
beginning.
I don't know how to. Do I have to do it from the beginning or do I do it? Because I tried doing it now, but it took me out, and then it
Well,
started
I
asking
done
me these
already
questions.
discussed. I done already told you how you do it.
I'm gonna whoop you. I'm
She,
doing it now. I'm
she
trying to
knows me.
learn
Because
now.
after she tell us one time,
Go
she
out, go
gets frustrated.
listen,
Yeah.
blessing. Go
Told
out
me,
and come back
Blessings.
in
She told
and
me the
hit
same thing today, Blessings.
settings.
Oh,
But I
okay.
Go
Go out
out
and
and come back
do.
in, blessing, and hit settings. But see, I'm
and
going out too because
Oh, so
I want to go
Blessings,
out to my I want to go out to my DJ channel because I don't want no I'm not I don't want to do music on my main
yeah,
channel. So
you need to
I'm
go
gonna go
out and
out and
come
come back
back.
in
Go out and
also.
come back in on your DJ. Yeah, the talk was
Yeah,
fine
but see,
on this channel.
blessings, you can come back in because you're not monetized. You coming
Well,
back in.
blessings can stay in, but you need to
Yeah.
go out. You
Yeah, I'm
need
gonna
to
go
go
out
out
and
and
come
come
back
back
in
on your
on
DJ
my
channel.
DJ channel because we're gonna play
but
some
when I
music.
try to do that, it took me way out. Like literally just now,
No,
it took
you're
me.
fine.
It took
You
You're
me
want to
out.
go
fine.
all the way out, blessings. You want to go
Okay.
Wait,
all the way
it's
out so
blessings.
you can
Wait a
come
minute.
back in and then
It's
you
blessing. It's
before.
blessing monetized. Is she monetized?
No, she's not monetized.
But she's
Bless.
fine.
Well,
She
see,
don't have to leave. She's fine.
but
You're the one.
she want to stream it to her
Oh,
audience.
you want to stream? Oh, yeah, that's gonna
So
help
she
you
gonna
with
have to
some
go out and
hours.
come back
Oh,
in.
baby, you do that. That's gonna help you with some hours. That's how we got real spill up with her hours. Let me find DT to walk her through. Let me. I don't know if Legend in here or not. I don't know. Let me text him. Let me text DT as well. I know DT is in here. DT can walk her through what she needs to do.
Hey Jennifer. I'm
So that she
sorry.
This
can
was,
get it instead
I
of
think this was a great live tonight, y'all. I really, really do. It was a
Yeah,
great
this
live.
was. This was. And I'm
oh,
you guys about to play some
blessings,
music and I'm about to do
blessings,
a
no
run.
blessings, no blessings.
What?
We've been trying to reach you since yesterday.
No,
and you came
I'm gonna
you
be
came
listening
up
while
in the
y'all.
end.
I gotta do a run. I gotta, I gotta work out, girl. I gotta do my run.
No, but she wasn't
I'm
able to
looking
reach
like
you.
Fred Sanford in the belly.
No, but she wasn't able to reach you. She had an
Who?
assignment. The real spill tried to reach you yesterday.
And blessings caused me not to complete the assignment, but it still came out great.
She still showed up.
Wait a
I
minute. You
show
try
up
to call
and
me?
we
You
show
try to
Yeah,
reach
out.
me
she called
yesterday?
you. She called you.
We show up and show out.
When?
And God is good because blessings still end up showing up. Okay?
Did
She
I?
sure
Was it
did.
last night? Did I?
Hell,
Yeah, she
listen.
reached out to you last night.
Now I'm confused because I'm trying to get off this channel.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you need to come
Y'all
back on your
gotta.
other channel. Come back on your other
So
channel.
this was yesterday? And oh my God.
This is okay.
I'll be all over the place. Y'all, y'all be all over the
You can't
place.
be all over the place.
Girl, let me tell you. Girl, girl. If you understood my life, I'd be all over the place.
Trust me, I understand. I'm all
Yeah,
over the place.
I'm just now dropping my son off to practice.
Wait,
Have a good,
wait a minute. Oh, you in California. Okay, okay. You know
have a
what
good practice,
blessings? You
baby.
know what blessings?
I
You
just got
know
off of work. I
what
just got off of
blessings?
work, and now I'm about to go take a run.
Blessings. Are you
Huh?
in Los Angeles? Are you in
Yes,
Los
I am in
Angeles?
Los Angeles. Uh-huh.
So let me just say this to you. Your superintendent of schools, his name is Alberto Cavajo,
For what school district?
Los Angeles.
Because the
LAS,
superintendent
y'all
name
call
is
it, do y'all
Dana.
call it LASUD? Is that what
SUD,
LASU Los
Los
Angeles school?
Angeles Unified School District.
That's it.
LSUD.
So just
So we
so
must have two superintendents because I know the superintendent name is Dana.
okay, so I came up there in October
Oh, okay.
because the superintendent from Miami-Dade County is now the superintendent in Los Angeles. I'm gonna send you his.
Oh, so
I'm
then
a.
she must have reached. She must have.
She must be retired or something, but he's the new
Yeah.
superintendent. So what happened is, for the last 16 years, he's been hosting a birthday party for me on South Beach. My birthday is in
Oh,
October, so
October what, girl?
23rd. So tell me what my sign is.
You a Scorpio because my baby's birthday is
Oh
October
Lord, have
26th, girl.
mercy. Oh Lord, have mercy.
And his daddy's birthday is October 24th.
Let me just say this to you. I've
Mm-hmm.
never went under a Scorpio.
Why?
I've always went under a Libra.
For what? They end on the
But
20th.
everybody like to come into the chat and tell me, no, you're a Scorpio. Because I'm off balance. I'm a Libra.
Girl, you ain't Libras are on balance. I'm gonna whoop you. Libras are on balance.
Let me tell you what happened. What happened
Uh-huh.
was um when I was young and you looked at some of the zodiac signs, you know how we used to buy those things with our signs on it to put in our rooms when we were kids.
Mm.
Some all the ones I bought said Libra ended October 23rd. Some things said Scorpio 23rd start. I never was attracted to the things that said Scorpio started October 23rd. So that's where I'm at.
Hmm.
So I've always went under Libra. So they trying to get me to go on the Scorpio this year. Um, I'm chosen. She not on here tonight. She's not feeling well. Actually, she's feeling well, but she's caring for her grandmother. But she just swim me down, honey. Chatty chat. They just swim me down. I'm a Scorpio.
20. That so you're on the
23rd.
cusp.
23rd. So what happened?
So
Be the
September
wrong day.
23rd through October 22nd is Libra. So you're on a cusp, like you just hit the mark.
So now
Does that
you
make
go.
sense?
Now you just went and you did a You just Googled that.
I
But
did.
if you Google some more, you will see some say the 23rd ends the Libra.
Either which way it goes, you still dope. It doesn't matter. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like either which way it goes, you still dope. You
You
could
gonna try
be
to make me a Scorpio?
a girl. Nah, you could be a Scorpio, Libra. I love them both. I love all people. Well, I like all people, but you could be what
So
as long as you decent. That's all that
I
matters.
to get deep into signs, but I will say when it comes to Taurus, when it comes to Geminis, they are difficult people.
Tourists are about their money, and they like the fast lane. They are Taurus, they're sharp. When I say sharp dressers, they love to dress nice. They love the outgoing. They're very outgoing. They're like they just like to be out and about. They like to be popular, but they love money. They're very
Mhm,
smart. They're very intelligent, and they're go getters. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm.
you can't stop them. You won't stop them. And if you get in their way, they're gonna cuss you out.
Right.
Okay. A Gemini sometimes can be a foolish fool. And I'm being
Ooh,
very honest.
ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Sometimes Geminis, and I'm talking about the men, I'm not talking about the women. The women are much more like women Taurus. They're very flashy. I mean, they're
Well,
really they dress nice.
I've just always
Their
been
appearance
straight.
is very well. Yeah, but female Geminis can be they can be two-faced as well. They can be two-faced, but men Geminis, they could be a foolish fool.
Listen, I never dated a Taurus. It's just been my observation with Taurus, but I date a Gemini and you on point.
Yeah.
You
They
on
but they're and the
you
men are very
don't
nonchalant. My
even
oldest son is
you
a man. He's a
you
man Gemini. He's in
right.
June.
You don't know who
Hmm.
you're dealing with from time to time. You can deal
You
with them at
don't.
1 p.m. and that one person, and you can deal with them at 5 p.m. and you're dealing with a
Just
whole.
leave them alone. Like my thing is
You've
my
been
son,
sending,
my son is a Gemini.
uh,
My
you've been
oldest son.
you've been sending me that message forever.
Huh?
You've been sending me that message forever. Leave it alone.
Oh, girl, because I don't know what was going on with you. I was like, girl, just let it go. But I don't know what was going on. But, anyways, like my oldest son is
Right?
a Gemini, but he's very, very nonchalant. And when I say he's nonchalant,
Mhm.
I can't figure him out. And he came out of my belly. I can't figure him out sometimes. All I know is that he loves me. He works hard. He's for his family. And that's it. You ain't going to know his business. You only going to know what he tells you. And he's extremely nonchalant. Extremely. And he will play a game with you in a minute just to test your waters.
Oh wow.
Yeah, girl.
Oh
My oldest
wow,
son.
let's connect.
My oldest
Wow.
son ain't
You
no
connected.
girl.
You
That
connected. I
that
was
Gemini
Hold on,
in
hold on.
him,
I'm
and
we
he laughs
had
about it. The crazy part about it is that after he finished doing stuff like he'd be with his homeboys or his girl, his female friends he may date, and I was like, "Why you do that to her?" And he just laughs, like he busts out laughing. I was like, that was cold. You didn't have to do that to that dude. And he's just like, Mom, it's all good. And he just chuckles, like he laughs. They're children. They're childish. I don't know. I could never date a Gemini. I'm sorry. I could never date a Gemini. I just can't because they are hard to figure out. But when they love, and when they love very well. They love
right.
very well. That I
Oh,
can say. And they take care of the
and I
home.
will say this: they are overprotective.
Yeah,
That
they
they
are.
are It's the mood swings, but they are overprotective. The
You got to
great
leave them alone. When I say leave them alone, I'm not saying leave them alone like with
no,
my oldest son. We let
Away.
him have his space. Like you gotta let them have their space. You
Right.
cannot.
I
You
don't know
can.
why it's not
It
letting me come up on
sometimes
my
don't
other
even.
page.
Sometimes, like if you ever in your life date, I don't know if you ever date. You did say you dated a Gemini. So if you have dated a Gemini, or if you will in the future, give them their space, please. Either your feelings gonna get hurt.
I'm dating one right now, and baby, there's sometimes I just know 5 and 6 days. I just don't need to talk to them.
Yeah, give them their space. I'm telling my mother Gemini. Her birthday May 28th. My son's
Sure.
birthday is June
Oh,
13th.
that's why I appreciate your responses because it's like it uplifts me because it's like she already know.
Yeah, and I'm just like my mom. Like I have her ways, and it is sickening. It's fucking sickening because my mother is like she's
So you're gonna have to do what I did. So what I did in even my political world, I saw a lot, I learned a lot, but I also learned what not to do.
yeah.
So even when it comes to your mom, what you're gonna have to do, and if it means sitting down, breaking things down of what you love about you, what you know have problems with about you that you want to change, you put those things on paper and you begin to work on those things so that you can make sure that you are not repeating the same things. And a lot of us have to do that.
Yeah, well, the goal is always to be better than your parents. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
always gotta strive to be better than them
And
in
they want
every
that
which
too.
way and form. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And so that your children would be better than you. That would make the world better, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, my
Right.
mother is I don't give a type of person. She say what she say, she calls it a day, and that's it. You may not hear from her for a couple days, a week. She do her thing. They work hard though. My mother and my son, they're work. I'm a workaholic. Like the Gemini's work like
Don't
it's
you know I know that I ride to work with you some mornings.
girl. They work like they about to lose their job.
Yeah,
You
you're
would
right.
think that
You're
they
right.
on a
You are
final.
absolutely right because I deal with a Gemini. And one of the things I said to them last night, because you're right, they love to work. They'll work 3 jobs. It don't matter. They love to
Yeah,
work.
they
But I had to
love
help
to
them
work.
understand that, you have to know that there's a time that you have time for you as well.
They don't
You
get
have
time.
to give
That's their
yourself
time.
time. You
That's
don't
their
want to
time.
just work your life away and die.
They do.
Well, that's
I'm
not
giving it real. They do.
well.
That's their time away
That
from
that that that
everybody.
ain't that ain't gonna work with me, baby. I like vacation. I like trips. I like
Mm-mm.
traveling. I like doing things, baby. So I listen.
Good luck.
Listen. I work hard. I work my ass off. I work hard. So I feel like when you work hard, then you should be able to enjoy yourself hard.
Yeah, but that's you. A
Doing the
Gemini
right thing.
loves to work. They love money. They like looking nice. They take pride in their work.
And
And ain't nobody gonna stop that. I promise you. You will
and
never be able to stop
bring
that.
in your life and you don't want to do other things. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm a person like right now. I'm in the middle of elections. I got Joe Biden.
Mhm.
I got the first sheriff here in Miami-Dade County. I got the mayor. I got some congressional leaders. But at the same time, listen. Last week, y'all know I was out the country. At the end of August, I have to go speak in Houston, but I'm leaving Houston to go do another few days of vacation because election will be over and I need some rest.
Yeah.
Um, and then in November, listen, I have set myself up where every 3 to 4 months I'm traveling somewhere.
Well, that's good. That's good for you. But I'm just saying, your Gemini friend, you may not get that, boo. I'm just being hot. They love to work. That's who they are. And that's it. That's all. That's who they are. They moody.
I'm
They're
like dealing
nice
with my
people.
schedule right now for up that way, and it's like you have to take a vacation, damn it.
I don't want to. They'll take you when they that's their way of getting away from everybody. Working is their vacation.
I'm gonna find me, find me a Caucasian man that just rich and just
You are funny. But anyway, people are people, and it's just basically how you're raised and how you were brought up as your outcome. But
right.
hey Carla, Jennifer, New York Leo. I love Leos though. I
I know
do.
I'm late on the comments, y'all. Y'all blame blessings for that, okay?
Said Austin, I'm a Gemini. I don't. Let me see. I'm getting a very serious bad vibe. Like we as Geminis is being looked at as a devil. No, Austin. No, 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 no. No, you guys are very good people. My oldest son is a very good
This
person.
is connected to
My
me.
mother is a very good person, but y'all set in y'all ways.
Right, and see, blessings. Let me tell you, it's a lot of Geminis. You know how many Geminis I celebrated on live the month of, and I'm like, but I'm being real with y'all. Y'all like five different people, but they cool, but they like five different people. And like I say, they're protective. They overprotective, too overprotective. But at the same time, Gemini's, I didn't see that. I didn't get to that yet, what Blessings just read, but I'm going to get to it. But y'all need to face the fact that y'all five different people now. That's just reality. And I love y'all. I love a Gemini, but y'all five different people. That's just reality.
He said, okay, because I started to feel like it was getting seriously disrespectful. Like everyone in this world has hatred for just no, no, Austin, no,
And if you listen to
nah.
if you go back on some of my lives, you probably will think I have hatred for Geminis, but you will also see that I
Okay.
also recognize Geminis throughout the whole month of Gemini. Hey, I gifted a Gemini, okay?
Nah, Gemini, I love my oldest son. He is the perfect child. I mean, I thank God for him.
And
He
that's
is
the
the
one that cooked for
perfect
you the other
child.
day. Wait, is that the one that cooked for you the other day and didn't put the sour cream on the top?
Girl, no, that's my youngest child. My girl, that's my little Scorpio. That's my that's my little fat. That's my little Scorpio's child. That's my little Scorpio. My oldest one, my Gemini child, he's very laid back. He's very nonchalant. You don't get no he loves his family. I'm just gonna put it that way. He loves his family, his friends, but he keeps busy. I mean, he's just a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But in the relationships, I be like, you a cold brother. Oh Lord. But nah, Austin, you good to go, baby. It's not signs are nothing to be honest with you. But I think Jules wanna start listening to some music, so
Yeah,
I
she
can
ready to go
drop.
to that music.
Yeah, I can
I'm
drop.
finna
I just came
Jules,
up here.
Jules, let me tell you what I'm finna do. I'm finna drop. I'm finna go into. Wait a minute. I'm finna go into my other thing so I can play music from the computer. Let me see.
Yeah, and I gotta get my run on. My run by my son is working out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop, okay, you guys?
Okay. Okay. So wait a minute, Jules. Let me hey Shonda. Let me get this down. Wait, I'm trying to get this down here.
Okay, let me. Okay, you hear me now? You get me? Jewel, 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 you hear me? Jewel, do you hear me? Jewel, do you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Jewel, can you hear me? Oh, okay, you hear me? Okay, now I can go to the music. Jewel probably went to fix her a drink. That's probably what that is. Wait, okay, so let me go into the music.